better gear up for the beacon net. So thanks for picking me up, and yeah, it's snowing over here in Farallon. I bet a lot of folks listening up here are experiencing that. Hopefully you're safe. If you're driving, be careful, and if you're not, don't. You don't have to. Back over, buddy.
It's been coming down hard and heavy here for a little while. Blowing a lot, so tiny little drifts. And any place that was muddy or puddly, just getting wet now, but it's starting to get a little snow cap on it. Down to 24 degrees. It was 32 about an hour ago, so we're taking a dive in that direction. Yeah, it doesn't look like a good night to drive. Looks like a good night for radio, though.
Woohoo, radio. Yes, I agree. W2JLS 4ID. And, yeah, it's kind of neat. We slip out of the high 50s down into the 20s. It was like, things were starting to bloom in a couple of my beds, and then this. It's kind of neat. I love weather. I love natural patterns. This is kind of an anomaly, kind of cool stuff. Gosh, what was I going to say? I don't remember, but yeah, it's a good night for radio. I agree. Yeah. There's this story, I don't remember the country, I don't remember when I heard it. It was probably 15, 20 years ago, but there was this world leader that named every day of the week after himself. And I thought that seemed kind of stupid, like you never would know what day it was. Or I guess you'd always know what day it was, but you couldn't really, maybe you couldn't sense the changing of time. But I was thinking tomorrow, if I don't go to work, I'll just make it me day. I could use one of those. W2JLS, passing it back. Thanks for picking me up, buddy.
W2JLS, KD2SLG. A me day sounds fabulous, but tomorrow for me is Sarah Day. We have a club meeting tomorrow night, so looking forward to that. John, I'm going to go take care of my business before I plan myself here. Like I said I was going to do 3 minutes ago. Saw you hook up, wanted to say hi. Good talking to you, man. We'll talk later on. I got you on the list, too, so don't run away. W2GLS, KD2SLG, clear for now.
I guess it is almost that time. Nick, we'll be waiting for you here. KC0LRM, just waving a hand. I'm in the mobile. All right. Everybody have a good one.
I heard you going down the hall, Kelly. Good to hear you. Are you going to be back again, or are you just saying hi as you're driving away? KC0LRM, KD2SLG.
Just saying hi. I'm in the mobile, headed to the house, and I just figured I'd wave at you there if you thought you were running away for a minute before your 8:30 work shift started.
I was until I heard you. You're on the list, man. I'll be back. KD2SLG.
6 minutes. All right, KC0LRM clear.
W8WKY.
SLG. Hey, Dustin, are you out there?
Say that. Hi, Nick. KD8 SLG, KD8 EPC.
Hey, man, we got about, 3 minutes until the net starts. It's half blizzard out there, 24 degrees, driving snow. I was thinking this is probably a good time for you to get up on your roof and we'll try to adjust your antenna and see how it works. What do you think?
You know what they say, there's no better time to work on an antenna than in the middle of a snowstorm. And, funny you say that. The wind kind of blew it a little. It was doing the Detroit lean earlier, so I was out there in the blizzard trying to keep it straight. And it's still kind of at a little bit of an angle, but as straight as it's going to be for now, hi.
The angle's working for you. Sounds better than it did this afternoon. It really does. But RF's been working pretty good. I mean, I got into the Worcester repeater from way down here on the farm with the 2980 and a GP9 this evening.
Well, there you go. Conditions must be open. My buddies were on 10 meters talking to a guy in Iowa a little bit ago, so that it was open too, I guess.
We'll call it snowbounds. All right, man. I'll talk to you in a couple of minutes. It's KD8 SLG, clear until net.
Sounds good there, Nick. KD8 EPC, clear until net time.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
Oh, that's me. There's my girl. QST, calling all amateurs to the Beacon Net. Sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, right here on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. 147 Mark 390, positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We meet here every Wednesday and Sunday nights at 10 o'clock Eastern. That's 9 o'clock Tulsa time. Pal around, make some jokes. We've got some trivia. It's a good time. We'll be lighting up the nighttime airways tonight. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control operator this evening is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8 SLG. My personal is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo. Just Nick. As this is a link system, when checking in, please wait for the beep. Give your call sign. Phonetically, alphanumerically, your name and location. Makes it so much easier if there's doubling going on. Trust me on this. Before we get started tonight, let's check in with our Beacon Net team. Mickey Mouse roll call, as I like to call it. Make sure everybody's radio is working. See who's going to be around tonight. KD8 EPC, this is KD8 SLG. Are you sticking around tonight, Dustin?
SLG and the BeaconNet pre-show. Good evening, Just Nick. I was hoping you might just proxy me in and out and punch my ticket and validate my parking for the evening, but I suppose that I am the net control at the top of the hour, so I'll stick around. I'm going to go take some medicine. My back kind of hurts, but we'll be ready for the top of the hour there. With that, this is KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
Pop a FlexRadio for me, if you would, please, as well. All right, Dustin, we'll talk to you at the top of the hour, and you can light them up. We're going to clear with KD8EPC. Let's see if Nick at Night's out there. KE8QKO, this is KD8SLG. How are you, Nick? What's going on? You staying up with us tonight?
KD8SLG, KE8QKO. Yeah, Nick, I'll be sticking around for a bit. I'm doing pretty good. It is getting snowy out there. Took my son to Boston Mills tonight after school, and we were there until about 8 o'clock when they closed. And I'll tell you what, the roads were getting a little sloppy on the way home from there, but we're home now. Don't have to go back outside, and with any luck, there won't be school tomorrow, so I won't have to get up and take him there. That'd be nice. I'm going to break for time because I have a comment I want to make before the net starts. All right, this is KE8QKO. Now, many of you are going to hear from Josh later about Winter Field Day coming up and all the fun that's going to be. But I want to reiterate, please, if you haven't signed up and would like to sign up, there are 2 sign-up sheets on the WWKY.org website. One of them is for operating a Winter Field Day. Another one is for visiting and getting food. If you would like to eat, which I imagine most people do, make sure you at least sign up for the food so we have an accurate number of the people that are going so we can buy the right amount of food. Otherwise, you might not eat, and you're going to want to. With that, I'll pass it back to you, Nick. This is KE8QKO.
I think I'm going to put myself in for 2 places for dinner, Nick. Thanks for that, Nick. Yeah, there's 2 different sign-ups, so yeah, let's make sure we get the counts, and let's fill in those slots, man. It's going to be a good time. Thanks, Nick. And maybe you can check into the barometer net tomorrow morning from home. That would be pretty cool. We're going to clear with KE8QKO. Let's check in with Josh, W8HRF. This is KD8SLG. Can you get that alarm to siren again right away?
W8WKY.
KD8SLG, W8HRF. No, he's content right now. He's enjoying himself. You never know. You never know what the future may hold, though. So, like I said earlier, I got main trivia. We're ready to rock and roll. Thank you, Nick at Night, for the announcement. Reminder, there's 2 sign-up sheets. We'd like to get them filled out. There's plenty of sign-up sheets, sign-up slots available for operating still. So please, 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 please don't be bashful. We are going to place well in Winter Field Day. We're positioned really well. So we just need the operators. We're positioned really well for getting all of these multipliers. So we'll talk more about it at the club meeting on Thursday, but it should be a good time. Lunch at Field Days at 1 o'clock, dinners at 6, Sunday breakfast 9 a.m. So be there or be square. Location is 8245 Fulton Road, Sterling, Ohio. Carpooling is encouraged, and we'll talk more about it later. Thanks, Nick. We'll be here.
W8HRF, KD8SLG. Maybe I'll give you a will level scream later. I got pretty close on the boredom breaker net today. I'll share that with you later on. We're going to clear with W8HRF. Let's punch in with Lucy. KE8YUK. How you doing, Lucy? All trivia tonight, I guess. I'm taking it.
KD8SLG, KE8YUK. All trivia coming your way. That's what we got on for tonight. Hopefully Will let me do it. Currently he's chewing on an Amazon package. What could go wrong? KE8YUK to KD8SLG.
My mom used to accuse me of enjoying the boxes and packaging that my toys came in more than I enjoyed my toys. I get it. Looking forward to tonight's All Trivia, Lucy. We're going to clear with K8YUK. We got one more here. KE8BZA. Eric, are you out there? How you doing? Is it snowing? Are you sticking around? Well, let's try that again. K8BZA, KD2SLG. Out there, Eric? All right, well, that question is answered. All right, I'm going to take a couple rounds of check-ins, and then I will go through the list of who I got, see who's sticking around tonight to play trivia and who's just here to say hi. I have taken the liberty of taking a bunch of people from NetLogger. If you don't have it, you should key it up or find it. Get on there and find the almost instant message window. There's another net that goes on there sometimes. Let me tell you who I got so far. WB4AIZ, Chuck was in early. He's in and out. K8ZRY, Jeremy's going to lead us off tonight. KF8FHW, Nathaniel was in and out. Thanks, Nathaniel. Good talking to you. K5CFY, Raisin Slot number 10. W2JLS, my brother from another mother. K4OG is a giraffe man. Mark, he's in there. KC0RM checked in from the road. He should be home by now. That's Kelly. K8QFT, Uncle Fred. AB8MO, Andy. KD8OTQ, Scott, I don't have anything funny to say about you yet. K6KJV, Rev Kev, you're in there. K3MBC, I added you to the list out there in Texas. And KI5TAQ, I saw you sneak in. So KD8SLG, anybody else out there? I'm listening.
Kilo Delta 8, Alpha India Romeo, Rudy, Cuyahoga Falls.
KF5 ADE, KG5 SYC as well.
Kilo Delta 8, Hotel Alpha Golf, Tim, K8AKG, I'll be out.
Kilo Echo 8 Yankee November Juliet, KE8YNJ, John Norton, in and out.
November 5 Charlie Echo Lima, Watson.
What a wonderfully orderly set of check-ins there. We picked up KD8AIR Rudy, KF5 ADE, and KG5SYC Nick and Sandy Nickelodeon. We were just talking about you guys a night or two ago, wondering where you've been. Good to hear you. KD8HAG Tim, KE8YNJ, and John. You guys are in and out. Thanks for stopping by. And N5CEL Curtis out in Tulsa. Got you on the list. Anybody else out there? Then I'll start working it. I'm listening.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Delta Mike, Donald in the Osage.
All right, hold on there for a second. I heard a Tango, Tango, Foxtrot, but I didn't get a suffix. If you come back and give it to me twice, please, I would appreciate it. You're kind of quiet up there on the 700 machine.
Whiskey 8, Tango, Tango, Foxtrot. Whiskey 8, Tango, Tango, Foxtrot.
All right, I got the Whiskey 8 that time, Michael. Thank you very much up there in Huron. Got you in here, man. W8TTF, thanks. All right, and let's see. I just added KC8FQV. I got you in there as well. So, let's start working this list, see who we got sticking around tonight. We're going to go to the top. KE8ZRYs, KDSLG. Jeremy, what's going on? You sticking around tonight?
KD8SLG, this is KE8CRY, evening Nick. Everybody checked in so far. Just trying to stay warm. And, yep, I'm going to be sticking around. So until then, 7-3, pass back to KE01.
All right, Jeremy, glad to hear you're sticking around, and I don't know if I recognized Donald in there, but KI5WDM Donald, I did get you in there, buddy. Sorry if I didn't mention that. All right, Jeremy, sticking around. Good to hear, man. Let's go out to Tulsa and talk to Ray from the Boredom Breaker Net. Good afternoon, Ray. Oh, good evening, Ray. K5CFY, KDSLG. You sticking around, Ray?
K5CFY, I'm sticking around. So, fine business today on the first hour of the Border Breaker Net. You guys are awesome. K5CFY.
We love it. We always have fun. Thanks, Ray. And thanks for picking up for Nancy this afternoon as well. Ray's sticking around. We're going to clear with K5CFY. You're listening to the Beacon Net here on the WWKY repeater. I'm KD8SLG, and next up we got my brother from another mother, W2JLS. This is KD8SLG. You sticking around, John?
My brother from another mother, KD8SLG. Yes, I'll stick around, Nick, and I'm going to, if weather does not prohibit, try to jump in on the meeting tomorrow night. Anyway, thanks for picking me up, and keep me on the list, W2JLS.
I got you on the list. It'd be great to see you at the meeting, man. It's going to be a good one. Gary's going to do a State of the Club address, basically. Josh is going to eat up a lot of time telling us about Winter Field Day, and elections are coming up. So, a lot to talk about and a lot going on. If you can make it, that'd be cool. We're going to clear at W2JLS. We're going to keep going down the list and talk to the original gangsta, the Giraffe Man, K4OG, KD8SLG. Hey, Mark, are you allowed to stay up with us tonight?
KD8SLG, K4OG, the Giraffe Man. Yes, sir, I pulled a fast one on the wife. Y'all don't tell her now. Said goodnight to her. Then I checked in on the Worcester Net, and now I'm here. So, yeah, we'll be sticking around and playing trivia. Thank you, Nick. K4OG, back to net.
W8WKY.
Your secret's safe with me, Mark. Your secret's safe with me. And I heard you check into Worcester. Hey, I got in there on RF tonight. I got into that net, so I can hit the Worcester repeater from down here. I'm glad you're sticking around tonight, Mark. We're going to clear K4OG. Let's go talk to Kelly, see if he got home yet. KC0LRM, KDSLG. Did you make it home yet, Kel?
Hey, KD, almost called GPC, SLG. Yeah, I'm at the house. Jumped on my phone here on some Echolink, so I hope I'm coming in clear there. I noticed I'm lucky number 13 on the list there, so that's a good thing, and my favorite number. And yes, I will be sticking around, Nick. Back to you.
Fine business, Kelly. Fine business. Glad you made it home safe, and you're sticking around. We're going to clear with KC0LRM. Let's go to Uncle Fred up in Medina. How's the weather, Uncle Fred? And you're sticking around tonight. KE8QFT, KD8SLG.
Oh, thank you. Just up the next. Yeah, I looked outside and I was surprised at the snow we've gotten already here on the north side of Medina. Yep, looks like it could be a good one. KE8QFT, back to the pre-net. Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah, it's a regular winter wonderland out there, Fred. Glad you're sticking around. We're going to clear with KE8QFT. Oh, up to the land of snow and maple syrup. How's it snowing up there? And AB8MO, KD8SLG. You sticking around?
KD8SLG. This is AB8MO. I don't know how it's snowing up here, but I'm sure it's snowing. It's supposed to be, 3 to 5 inches tonight and 2 to 4 tomorrow. So that's a pretty typical lake effect snow event. So I'll stick around. Hopefully with nice strong audio there. KD8SLG from AP8MO.
Audio sounds great, Andy. Audio sounds great, and I really did hear Lily check in with you. I think that was this morning. Cool, man. Glad you're sticking around. We're going to clear with AB8MO. Let's go to Scott. KD8OTQ, KD8SLG. How you doing tonight, Scott? You going to stay and play trivia with us?
KD8SLG and a group from KD8OTQ. Yeah, I'll stick around and play trivia tonight. And it's snowing here like it is everywhere else in northern Ohio. So we'll give it back to you.
Awesome, Scott. Awesome. Definitely a great night to play radio inside where it's warm. We're going to clear with KD8OTQ. And let's go out to Valley Springs, California. Wonder how that weather is doing out there. K6KJV RevCav. KD8SLG. How you doing, RevCav? You sticking around tonight?
Well, hello, Nick, and everyone else on the free net. This is K6KJV here in kind of chilly Valley Springs, but not as cold as back there. So, oh, yes, I am sticking around. So, back to you there, Nick, from K6KJV.
Maranatha, RevCav, Maranatha. Good to have you on board. We're going to clear with K6KJV. And I grabbed this guy, K3MVC. Mark, you become kind of a regular, so I took liberties. Are you going to stick around with us tonight?
This is K3MVC. Yeah, I'm going to be sticking around tonight. Looking forward to it. Back to you.
My node knew it was my turn to key up. All right, K3MVC, Mark, good to hear you again tonight, man. I got you on the list and sticking around. Thanks, Mark. We're going to clear with K3MVC. Let's talk to Taco Tim, KI5TAQ, KD8SLG. What's up, Taco Tim? You sticking around for trivia?
Good evening there, Nick. Yeah, I'm sticking around for trivia tonight. I just had that thought of asking, and you said, no, we already got trivia. Oh, well, it's kind of like a piece of history, but I'm also getting bombarded with a lot of noise, so I'll turn it back to you and let you get on down the list.
I'll tell you what, Taco Tim. Josh and Lucy have been doing trivia for a while. I ran out of trivia a long time ago. We may just have to tap you sometime to start doing some trivia for us. So you hang on to them. How's that sound?
Well, the only thing is, this one is going to be around for at least a while because, well, there's only a few answers that's on this trivia question that's going to be right until all the things is over with. But I'll let you get on down the list. This is KI5TAQ.
Hold on to it, Tim. We'll use you sometime. We're going to clear with KI5TAQ. Thanks, Tim. And let's talk to Rudy. KD8AIR. It's KD8SLG. How are you, Rudy? You going to play trivia with us tonight?
Hello, everybody. Yeah, I will be sticking around. I just got my radio back up and going, so glad to be back in there. Good to hear everybody in there again. So, yes, we'll be sticking around. Back to you, Nick. 88AIR. 88SLG.
Cool, Rudy. Cool. I got you sticking around. We're going to clear with KD8AIR. Next, we're going to go to Cibolo. That's Cibolo, Texas. Talk to our friend Nickelodeon. So many Nicks, so little time. KF580E, this is KD8SLG. Where you been, Nick? Are you going to stick around with us tonight?
Good evening, y'all. Yeah, we'll be out here monitoring and listening. Going to do some dishes here pretty soon, but we'll be listening to it one way or the other, and we'll let Sandy do her chime in as well. But I'll let her tell you what's been going on, because there's so much I can't remember it all anyway. So it's all good. So yeah, we'll be around for the trivia. KF580, back to net control.
Great to hear you, Nick. Great to hear you. We'll grab Sandy next, actually. We're going to clear the KF580E, and let's pick up Miss Sandy. KG5SYC, this is KD8SLG. How are you, Sandy? What's been going on?
This is KG5SYC, and so many things have gone on. From watching the grandkids to a whirlwind trip to Washington and Oregon, and to meet my birth family on my father's side. Got to meet up with my sister and half-brother for the first time ever, and we all four got to spend time together. And I'll continue to carry on once the net gets going. This is KG5SYC, and yes, we're staying around.
Sandy, look forward to hearing it. Awesome. Glad you're sticking around tonight. It's so good to hear you guys. I think it was just Sunday night. Someone was asking if we'd heard from Cibolo. So good to hear from you, and looking forward to hearing you later on in the net. Thanks, Sandy. We're going to clear with KG5SYC. This is the Beacon Net pre-show on the W8WKY repeater. I'm KD8SLG, KD8HAG, and KE8YNJ. Tim and John were in and out. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Good talking to you. Let's go out to Tulsa, grab Curtis, and see if he's going to stay and play trivia with us tonight. N5CEL, KD8SLG.
W8WKY.
Curtis sounded pretty mobile and weak when he was in before. We'll give him one more try. N5CEL, this is KD8SLG. You still out there, Kurt? Nothing heard. Let's stay out there in Oklahoma and grab Donald in the Osage. KI5WDM, this is KD8SLG. How are you tonight, Donald? You gonna play trivia?
Well, good afternoon, or evening, I guess now. Yes, this is KI5WDM, and yes, I'm gonna hang around and play trivia. I took a little nap before, so I would stay awake. So I'm here for the duration. KI5WDM.
Donald, I tried to take a nap earlier tonight, and you know, you lay there for 15 or 20 minutes, and that's as long as my naps usually are, and nothing happens. So just got up and made some quesadillas. Good you're sticking around tonight, Donald. We're going to clear KI5WDM. Let's grab Michael up in Huron, W8TTF. This is KD8SLG. We're about 4.5 minutes away from the net starting. Are you going to stay and play trivia with us tonight, Mike?
Roger, Roger. Hang on with the snow. Here it comes. We've got a couple inches on the ground, and the roads are slick and nasty. How are you looking? You guys be careful out there tonight. Tomorrow, you got to work, and it's going to get cold. You guys know good one. Back to the net.
W8TTF, KD8SLG. It is looking pretty sporty out there. And if it gets another 10 degrees colder, that's certainly not going to help for sure. So, yeah, sage advice. I got you sticking around. We're going to clear with W8TTF. And next up, it's a net now. KC8FQV, this is KD8SLG. What's up there, Mark? And are you sticking around for trivia tonight?
That's my plan. Now, the body, that's a different thing. Does the body and the mind want to stay up? I want to stay up, but does the body? I was out today. As a matter of fact, I was out the worst time traveling when that stuff started coming in. At the time when they can't put salt on the road because there's nothing there to keep it on the road because you don't got no snow. And if they don't have the stuff that will pre-treat, well, then they can't do anything. And it was coming down. And you can't really see the lanes for a while. So, yeah. So they'll be around KCFQV. So everyone's out there driving, be careful. And concentrate on the road more than the net. Apologize about that, Nick, but I think you understand KCFQV.
Hey, Mark, did you have a hard time linking up to the Worcester repeater tonight for their net?
I had no problem really connecting to it, as I know of.
Well, then you're welcome. I texted Aaron. I couldn't hook up. It wasn't working, and he said he's been having problems with it. So he rebooted it for us so we could get in there tonight. So thank you to KE8LVA out there. Do appreciate it, Aaron. And Mark, I got you sticking around. We're going to clear KC8FQV. N5KBD. Pete was in and out. Thanks, Pete, for stopping by. I saw you in the blue screen there saying hi. And last but not least tonight on my list, we got KE9CQD. Tim, how you doing? You going to stick around tonight?
Real quick, yeah, that's what he was talking about then. All right, at KCFQV.
Well, thanks for getting me checked in there, getting in on NetLogger. This is KE9CQD. I will be sticking around for the trivia on the net tonight. I'm just sitting home, playing radio, staying in where it's warm. So that's about it. But I'll turn it back over to Net Control. This is KE9CQD.
KE9CQD, KD8SLG. I got you sticking around from Indiana tonight. And yeah, this is the perfect night to stay in and play radio. Warm up the boxes, get the hot air flowing. We don't have tubes anymore. I'm sure there's some guys out there that do, but I don't. I like the solid state stuff. All right, we got about 20 seconds here. I'm going to look for Dustin. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. You out there, Dustin?
Call me back in 3 seconds.
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Light 'em up, D.
All right, good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be your net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-ins, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and I'll get to you as soon as we can. We're working with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside, and various other networks, so we ask you to key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit. Make sure you let everything drop so we can hear everything you have to say. Before you start taking check-ins, if there are any emergency or priority traffic, please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show would like to check into the Beacon Net. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, Nick must have got them all. Let's go up and get some trivia and get this party started. Let's see here. I think Josh might have the main here. They both say trivia, so hopefully. WHRF, what do you have for us?
KD8 EPC, W8HRF. Good evening, Dustin. Tonight's main trivia question is, when operating a station from South America by remote control over the interwebs from the United States, what regulations apply? Your options are alpha, those of both the remote station's country and the FCC; bravo, those of the remote station's country and the FCC's third-party regulations; Charlie, only those of the remote station's country; or Delta, only those of the FCC. Let me go ahead and drop it and reread this. Again, tonight's main trivia question is, when operating a station in South America by remote control over the internet from the United States, what regulations apply? Your options are alpha, those of both the remote station's country and the FCC; bravo, those of the remote station's country and the FCC's third-party regulations; Charlie, only those of the remote station's country; or Delta, only those of the FCC. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much, Sir Josh. Now let's go to Miss Lucy, K8YUK, for our alternate trivia. What do you have for us?
Short and sweet. When was the first recorded drunk driving offense? Alpha, 1897. Bravo, 1902. Charlie, 1911. Or Delta, 1923. Again, when was the first recorded drunk driving offense? 1897, 1902, 1911, or 1923. Good luck. Oh, KEYUK.
W8WKY.
All right, very nice alternate trivia there. We're going to think about that one, too, for a while, and then we'll get back to you at the top of the hour here. All right, let's get this party started. I don't think we have any short times here, so we're going to go right to Jeremy, KZRY. How you doing?
This is KE8ZRY. Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's trying to stay warm and staying inside, unless you have to be out in it, I guess. Not much going on tonight. Relaxing, shooting some darts, and yeah, getting ready for tomorrow. Maybe it'll be a snow day. It'll be great. That being said, my trivia for main trivia is going to be Charlie, and alternate trivia, I'm going to be honest, I heard the question, didn't hear all the answers. I'm going to go with Bravo, just to put it out there. So this is KE8ZRY, passing it back to net control. 73s, everybody.
All right there, Jeremy. We'll say 73, and we hope for a snow day for you, too. And we'll catch you on down the log. That brings me over here to Mr. Ray in slot number 10, K5 CFY. How you doing, Ray?
KD8 EPC in the net, K5 CFY. Good evening there, Dustin. Great job on the net today, on the BB net. I'm going to go with Bravo and Bravo. So, again, thanks for doing the Border Breaker net. We always enjoy you guys linking up with us, and had a great time. It's a fun net. I'll give it back to you, and 73, y'all, and be careful out there with all the snow. K5 CFY.
All right there, Ray. Well, we're off work tomorrow, so won't have to do that, but I will have to go take care of Ed's driveway at some point in the afternoon, but by then the road should be clear. Yes, Chef for B&B, and that brings me over here to John, W2JLS. How you doing, John?
KD8EPC, Dustin. Good evening on your ears, sir, to you and all of the Beacon family. Thanks for hosting the net. Let's see, what do I have for you? It is snowing. I was just outside. I went out there barefoot, so I've got like those really cold toes, and they're, the feeling's starting to come back. But yeah, I got a quick video of what it looks like over here in Farallon, and it's snowing pretty good, and that's kind of cool after, weather in the 50s, like just moments ago it seems like. So winter playing over here. Trivia. May not remember the particulars. I only heard the questions here recently, so I'm going to guess on main trivia that both countries would have to be involved, and I think the choice that I would go with, and I don't know the letters, I'm sorry, would involve both the FCC in the United States and the country in South America. I don't know what their governing body would be down there, but I think both would be involved. Sound like there were some odd particulars associated that might screw me up, but put me down for the correct answer. And then Miss Lucy's trivia. What was that? Oh, drunk driving. What kind of driving, Lucy? I mean, sleighs, or maybe you're driving a spike into the ground. I don't know, but I don't know the answer. I do know that, but I'm going to guess it was the latest choice, whatever that was. Again, sorry, I don't remember what that was. Seems like it was in the 20s or something, 1923 maybe. So those are my guesses on trivia. And Josh, I mean, be there or be square. Have you met our family? I mean, we're going to be there and be square, buddy. W2JLS passing it back.
All right there, John. We got you down for Alpha and Delta. We'll say 73T, and we'll catch you on down the log. That brings me to Giraffe Man here, K4OG. How you doing?
KD8EPC, K4OG, the Giraffe Man. Doing great, Dustin. Hello, everyone. Let's see. These are just a guess. No Google Box involved. I'm going to go with the two stations, both countries. Which one is that? I guess John. Yeah, A, Alpha. And the alternate trivia question, love it, Lucy. The first recorded drunk driving offense I can remember was my dad's. Yeah, he got a couple of more after that. I had to drive him to work and back. That was a good time. I'm going to guess Charlie. Charlie. There you go. K4OG, back to net.
All right there, Giraffe Man. Good to hear you out there tonight. We'll say 73T and catch you on down the log. K4OG, this is KD8EPC. Next on the list, let's go talk to Kelly, KC0LRM. I don't think he's mobile anymore. How you doing, Kelly?
Hey, KD8EPC, thanks for getting in there, Dustin. Nope, I'm back at the Mountain Department. The first question made me kind of think of a movie. It was Blazing Saddles for some reason. I don't know why. Kind of stupid, but I just thought we don't need no stinking law rules. That's it. That's the line I'm trying to remember. But I'm going to go with Bravo for the first one and Alpha for the second one. I think Alpha was the one like in the 1800s. I can see some guy in his buggy getting pulled over. All right, with that, back to you, Dustin. Everybody have a good day out there. 73s, and y'all be safe in that snow.
All right there, Kelly. Well, great to hear you out there tonight. We got you down for Bravo and Alpha, and glad to hear you made it home and safe. So we'll say 73. And that's going to bring me over to the north end of town, K8QFT. How much snow do you got, Uncle Fred?
Oh, boy. I missed your question. What did you just say?
Asked how much snow you had.
Well, just looking out the back door, as Creedence Clearwater would say, it looked like a good inch and a half already. But it can be misleading, you know. Let me think. The trivia, I'm going to say alpha on both questions. Yeah, you know, gotta go to a funeral Monday. Monday's the service, Sunday's the service, Monday's the funeral itself. I'll call you and let you know about that. Other than that, I got a friend in the hospital in North Olmsted, and she's been in and out of that hospital for a year now. They can't figure out why she keeps having these spells or just passes out. They tried medication for seizures, but unfortunately, even that didn't work. So, just an ongoing thing. KEA QFT, back to net control.
All right there, Uncle Fred. Well, great to hear you out there, and sorry to hear you got a funeral and a friend in the hospital. So, got you down for A&A. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you on down the log. Next on the list, we're going to go to the land of snow and maple syrup. Let's talk to my good friend Andy, AB8MO. How you doing, my friend?
KD80PC, this is AB8MO. Doing okay. I may be going on my breakfast get-together with my friend tomorrow. The forecast for snow went up. So it's anywhere from 3 to 7 to 4 to 8 predicted tonight. So I don't know that I want to get out there at 6 o'clock in the morning, be driving in the snow, and I don't have to. So, but if I don't get a message from him back, I guess I'll be going. He might be in bed already. So anyway, my answers will be B and B, not to be confused with D and D. Bravo and Bravo. I'll be nice. So, anyhow, we'll be making some maple syrup here in about a month and a half. It's not too far off, but right now we have to endure cold weather. That's all I got from the land of snow and maple syrup. Back to you there, Dustin, KD80PC. This is AB8MO.
You got me all excited, Andy. I thought you were going to bring me breakfast in bed in the morning. That would have been pretty nice. Not even have to go trudge through the snow to get it. Hi. Well, great to hear you, my friend. Travel safe if you have to go out there tomorrow, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's go over to Scott now, KD8OTQ. How you doing?
Everyone in group KD8OTQ. Evening to everyone. Doing good. Like everybody else watching the snow, there's probably a couple inches out there. So I'm sure Jeremy and all the other school employees are hoping to have a random Thursday off work tomorrow. And not too much. And I'm looking at trivia, reading it in the blue screen here. I want to go with Alpha for the first one, and we'll go with Bravo for the second one. And see how those go. Back to you. 8802.
All right there, Scott. We'll say 73 to you. Thanks for joining us, and have yourself a great evening. Well, let's go over here to California and talk to RevKev, K6KJV. What do you know?
Well, hello there, Mr. Dustin again. Nice to talk to you for the second time of the day. This is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California, and hello to everyone else on the net, especially the crew and the youngins. And what do I know? Well, Cornwaldo bean burritos are a lot cheaper in Venezuela now than they were a month ago. So there you go. So with that, I'm going to say my answers are double D's. Delta and Delta. Phonetically for Mr. Nick there. Delta and Delta. So with that, God bless. 73. and Maranatha. Back to you, Mr. Dustin, from K6KJV.
All right there, Kevin. We'll say Maranatha to you. We got you down for double D's, and we'll catch you on down the log. Well, let's jump on over here and talk to Mark in Texas, K3MBC. How you doing?
This is K3MBC. Good to be talking with y'all again tonight. We're at a balmy 55 degrees and kind of just some light jacket weather here. But anyway, trivia answers tonight are Charlie and Bravo. Charlie and Bravo. Back to you.
All right there, Mark. We got you on for Charlie and Bravo. I need to go back up here to Scott real quick. I missed your trivia answers, Scott. KD8OTQ. Would you mind giving to me one more time, please?
Yeah, no problem. Alpha and Bravo. A and B. KD8OTQ.
All right, thanks, Scott. Keyboard and fingers aren't matching, you know how that goes sometimes. So we'll say 73 to you. Thanks for that. And let's go over here to Taco Tim KI5TAQ. Take it away.
Well, this makes a trifecta for me. Twice on the board and breaker, and now one more time on the Beaconnet. Let's get the trivia out of the way. For the main trivia, I'm going to go with Alpha, alternate Bravo. And, well, I know I have not heard my partner in crime check in, but then yet he's busy in the belly of the beast. Oh well, we'll just say I'll send this back to net, let you get on down the log. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. Great to hear you. We got you on for Alpha and Bravo. We'll say 73, Tim. We'll catch you on down the log. Here's one I haven't heard in a while. KD8AIR. How you doing, Rudy? I was just thinking about you recently.
That's good to hear you, Dustin. I appreciate you, again, doing it net. It's good to be back up and have everything running. I'll give my answers here. It's going to be B. And then if I don't know the second one, there's going to be an issue after being an officer for 30 years. That's going to be September 10th of 1897. I'm not sure what the letter of that is, but that was one of my questions on one of my tests. So if I don't get that one right, don't tell nobody. But it is good to hear everybody back in there. KD8AIR, back to that. KD8ETC.
All right there, Rudy. Well, great to hear you, and glad to hear you got your radio up and going again. So we'll say 73 to you, and we look forward to catching you on down the log. Here's a couple more I haven't talked to in a little while. Let's talk to Nickelodeon, KF5ADE. How you doing, Nickelodeon?
Good evening. This is KF5ADE, and yeah, it's been a little while, hasn't it? My goodness, when you think about it, that was back last time we got onto the net was sometime before, last year in October or maybe early November. But we were kind of hoping to hook up there, but we didn't find much of anything for radio activity there in the Seattle area. And we were just north of Seattle, I think is correct. Marysville is where, for the rest of you guys that know where that's at. So that's where we were at around for Thanksgiving. And then we came home and got busy with Christmas and hadn't slowed down until, gosh, I guess this past week, really, it seems like, because it's all been a bit of a blur and a flash. And it's been good, but it's been hectic and it's been busy. So with that, I think I'll go ahead and turn it over to my sweet wife. And before I do that, I guess I better get the trivia out. Let me take a quick 5 because I got to think about the which one's which. KF5AD, would you do me a favor and just go ahead and reread the question? I'm lost. I know which one I want to do, but I can't think of which one was the primary and which is the secondary. Drunk attacks and operating down in South America. I know that's the premise of it. So if you would, please, I'd sure appreciate it. KF5AD, back to net control.
I'll tell you what, I'll have him reread them for you. Let's go up here to Josh, WHRF. Would you reread us the main trivia, please?
Sure thing, Dustin. I'm going to read this one time. Not tonight, just one time right now, so pay attention. Main trivia. When operating a station in South America by remote control over the internet from the United States, what regulations apply? Your options are alpha, those of both remote stations country, of the remote stations country and the FCC. Bravo, those of the remote stations country and the FCC's third-party regulations. Charlie, only those of the remote stations country. Or Delta, only those of the FCC. Back to you, Dustin, KD8EPC, W8HRF.
All right, thanks, Josh. Let's go up here to Miss Lucy and have her reread the alternate for us. KD8YUK, take it away, please.
KD8ABC, KD8YUK. Alternate trivia. When was the first recorded drunk driving offense? 1897, 1902, 1911, or 1923? That's the question. Good luck. KD8YK, back to KD8EPC.
W8WKY.
All right, thanks, Miss Lucy. This is KD8EPC. Let's go down to KF5AD Nickelodeon. Take it away.
KF5AD returning. Yeah, we're going to go with Baker Alpha. Baker Alpha on that trivia. So with that, super question. That's interesting. I'll see how I fare with it. So nonetheless, that's the best guess I got. So with that, it's a wonderful start of the new year for us. You guys have a fine day, and maybe even Sandy will talk about the house being leveled again, because that was part of that whole thing too. That I don't think we've even gotten back on the net since then, but maybe we have. I'll let her think about it. So with that, KF5AD 73 will be clear.
All right there, Nickelodeon. Well, great to hear you. Glad to have you back. And we got you on for Bravo and Alpha there. We'll say 73. Well, let's go talk to Miss Sandy now, KG5SYC. Take it away, Miss Sandy.
This is KG5SYC, and hello, Dustin and Nick and everybody out there on the net. We have been, as you said, we have been busy. We took a trip to Washington State to visit my half-brother, and it was really good because he was able to get with my two half-sisters, and the four of us got to spend some time in Leavenworth, all four of us, for the first time ever in our entire lives. So with me being adopted, I found my birth family, and this is on my father's side, and we had a wonderful time just getting together. We've been together before, but separately, individually, and this is the first time we've all been together, which was really great. And then we went to Oregon and stayed at my half-sister's house for a little bit, then came back to my brother's, and then we flew home. We had a good trip home. Flights were with us, so that made it very good. Let me pause and get back with you. KG5SYC returning. And then before even all that, of Thanksgiving, yeah, we had the house leveled, we had the roof done, we had the solar panels taken off, and Friday we get the solar panels put back on. We've been watching the boys. We had Christmas here on Christmas, and then we had Christmas this past weekend with the kids that went to Ohio, and so, yeah, there's not been much break between October and now. So that's what we've been doing. And trivia, I think I'm going to carbon copy my spouse with B and A for trivia. And glad we're all back together again on the net and being able to listen and enjoy some company. This is KG5SYC. Back to you, Net Control.
All right, Miss Sandy. Well, great to hear you out there, and lots of great things happening. And maybe I'm deaf, but would you tell me your true answers again? I think I missed them.
KG5SYC. Oh, did I talk too fast? Okay, we'll go a little bit slower. The trivia is B, and then the next trivia is A. There you go, my famous fan, KG5SYC.
All right, we got you out for Bravo and Alpha. Thanks so much, Miss Sandy. We'll say 73. Great to hear you, and don't be strangers. We'll catch you all down the log. Let's say 73, and let's go talk to Donald now, KI5WDM. How you doing, Donald? Good to hear you again.
Good afternoon, Dustin. This is KI5WDM. Yeah. Interesting questions tonight. My choices are Bravo and Bravo. Just because I don't know the answer to either one. I am interested in, or real curious, not interested, about the drunk deal. I thought that was funny. I remember my grandpa telling me about his grandpa was riding on the horse and buggy back between home and a town, wherever that was, out in middle Texas somewhere. And he was so drunk he fell off the wagon. The horse pulled the wagon on to the ranch there. Left Grandpa laying out there in the ground. He woke up the next day, didn't even know where he was, and they had to come find him. So, anyway, Dustin, y'all have a great one. I'm interested in finding out the answers. KI5WDM.
All right there, Donald. Well, great to hear you. Great story, and stick around. We'll get to the answers here real soon. So, all right, let's go down here to Michael now, WATCF. Good evening.
Good evening, all you snowbirds out that way. I think we're cornering the market, too, over here. It's coming down in sheets. It's not playing right now. It is really coming down in Huron here. So, yeah, my answers would be Bravo and Alpha. It's funny about the drunk driving you talk about. I had an uncle, I remember when I was about 9 and 10, he used to live next door to us. And he pulled in his driveway. We looked, and he had a different car. And we ran in, and he was always drinking. And we got him up off the couch and said, "Oh, you got a new car." And he says, "What are you talking about?" He jumped up, looked out, and he goes, "Now, who in the heck's car is that?" He goes, he drove somebody else's car home from the bar. He didn't even know it. But anyway, that's the story of the day. I can remember that. Well, listen, you guys have a good one out there. This is the one and done. And be careful. Lord, be careful. It is really coming down. Have a good one, 73 WATCF back there.
All right there, Michael. Thanks for joining us. We got you on for Bravo and Alpha. And yeah, that's when you know you've had a little too much to drink when you bring home somebody else's car. Oops. We'll say 73 to you. Be safe and stay warm. Let's go down here and talk to Northern Mark, KC8FQV. Take it away.
All right, yeah, KC8FQV here. I was going to say I did pretty good. Well, I did do good tonight. Yeah, I got all the meetings at 8 o'clock and Falls meeting in. And then then we got this group in. I did a quick Zoom session with them out in Seattle. Yeah, that storm came in when I was on the road at 4:30. It was being nasty out there. But I'm going to say my answers are alpha and alpha. Alpha and alpha. And, I took a look at the Google Maps and seen where some of the field day sites were at. Seeing where winter field day sites. But, yeah, I'm going to say alpha and alpha. And, I talked to them over in Worcester tonight. So, we'll send it back your way. And, they were, Nick was asking about that, and Worcester, they were having some issues, and, he was able to talk to the one guy out there, Ray from California. He was doing some rag chewing after the net. So everything's going good here, so we'll send it back to net, and hopefully we'll see people tomorrow night. So let's send it back to net control, and don't forget, go to bed early enough, and guys get up in the morning and catch the barometer net. So KC8QV.
W8WKY.
All right there, Mark. Well, great to hear you out there tonight. We got you down for A&A. We'll say 73 to you, and that's going to bring me on down here to KE9CQD. Tim over in Indiana. How you doing?
Doing well here tonight, staying warm, and listening to the Beacon Net. So enjoying a pretty good night here myself. Couldn't do much better than this, playing radio, staying warm, and spent the day with the kids. Most of their things were canceled, so we hung out at home and played some games, watched some movies. And I got to be at the office all day tomorrow, so I'm just playing some radio before I got to try and turn in. But that's about it. Enjoying my time here. But trivia, let's go over to trivia. For the main trivia, I will do B, Bravo, and for the alternate trivia, I will go with C, Charlie. But thanks so much for running the net. Love being in and getting involved. And I'll turn it back over to Net Control. This is KE9CQB.
All right there, Tim. Well, don't have too much fun in the office there tomorrow. Enjoy your time now while you can, and get down for Bravo and Charlie for trivia. And thanks for joining us. We always appreciate it. So we'll say 73. Be safe and stay warm out there. And that's going to bring me to my good friend Jairus, AI5Q. This is KDEDPC. Take it away.
Hey, Dustin. You already got my answers for trivia. It's Alcoholics Anonymous, and voting in theme with the alternate trivia question tonight. So I thought that'd be kind of fun. Just go along with that same theme of AA. Because if you're drunk driving, you definitely need AA. You need to cut that stuff out. It's not good for you or anybody else, especially anybody else. Let's see, today at work, I sat down and went through the Aries ICS 100 form, or 100 training, and passed the test. So now I'm one step closer to being on the list of people that they can ask to do stuff. So anyway, it'll be fun to get Aries trained up and all that, but I help out Rogers County where I can. So did the ICS 100 training tonight, and it was very dry and kind of long, but certainly doable, and the test wasn't too bad. they didn't tell me what I scored on it. I was kind of curious. You have to get a 75 or better to pass, and they said I passed, but they wouldn't tell me how good I did. So I was a little sad with that result. But anyway, I was going to make you reread the questions right after you reread them for Nickelodeon, but I thought that would be a little bit mean, considering I heard them the first time and the second time. So anyway, all right, well, that's about it for me. Got another work day tomorrow. I may do the ICS 700 tomorrow, depending on how work goes, and get that much closer to stage 1 complete. AI 5Q. Back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Jairus. We don't have too much fun and get all that complete. Now we got you down for AA for your trivia. We'll say 73 to you, and Jairus is the bottom of the list as it stands. This is KD8EPC with the BeaconNet. I'm ready for more check-ins. Please call now.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu, Terry in Allenboro, West Virginia, KF8ERZ.
We'll take them one at a time. KF8ERZ, Terry, how you doing? What's going on in West Virginia?
W8WKY, this is KF8ERZ. Good evening, Dustin. Not too much in West Virginia, kind of windy and a little bit of snow falling down here. We got a cold front moving in and definitely getting colder, and that wind's kind of gusty. So hoping it settles down there for the night, but it's been a pretty good day. I was on the barometer net this morning, but I had to leave before I got a chance to check in. I had a dentist appointment this morning. That's always fun. And so I had to leave. Hopefully I'll make it on there in the morning. But good to hear everybody on there this evening, everybody's reports and all the check-ins. And I thank you for taking me as a check-in there. And for my trivia answers, I'm going to go with Charlie and Delta. Charlie and Delta. See where we go with that. So, anyway, hope everyone's having a wonderful evening, and I'll say 73s, and have a good one. This is KF8ERZ.
All right there, Terry. We're glad to have you with us this evening. Yeah, it's cold and snowy and windy here in beautiful Ohio, but what can you do? So watch out for Charlie and Delta. We'll say 73. Have a great evening, and look forward to catching you down the log. This is KD8EPC with the BeaconNet. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm ready for more check-ins. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Let's go talk to the net control team. KD8SLG, just Nick, put me down for Bravo and Delta. Go ahead.
You know, you said that like I can do two things at once. I got you down for Bravo and Delta. I'm having a hard time hearing them tonight, man. I'm sorry. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Dustin, and all of the Beacon netizens. I went with BA, Bravo, and Alpha. That's like BA Baracus, you know, Mr. D. Mr. D, I pity the fool. Anyway, yeah, club meeting tomorrow night. Gonna be a good time. If you can make it, you should attend. Gary's giving State of the Club address. Josh is going to talk about Winter Field Day, and elections are going to be discussed, and so should be a good time, and not too heavyweight, if you know what I mean. No big technical presentation. So, as Sandy would say, there you go. Good night, Andy. This is KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right there, Nick. Well, thanks for doing everything tonight, and we'll forgive you for not being able to catch some trivia answers tonight. Hi. And I don't know if I'll be at the meeting or not, but maybe we will, so keep it as a surprise. There you go. Well, let's go down here and talk to Nick at night now. KD8TKO, take it away.
K8EPC, K8QKO. Hello, Dustin. Hello, everybody on the net. Oh, all right, trivia. My answer is going to be Charlie and Alpha. I'm not sure how it works out. I'm not sure if I'm right. We'll find out later. Club meeting. I will not be at the club meeting. I have to spend the evening drinking a liquid after an all-clear diet tomorrow for an appointment on Friday morning. So if you've had it, you know what that's about. So I don't want to be sitting there with a group of people getting up a lot. Let's see. Yeah, like I said earlier, took my son skiing at Boston Mills. I was coming back, the snow is crappy. I haven't looked outside to see how bad it is now, but maybe there won't be school tomorrow. Maybe there will. I don't know. We'll find out. Also, I know it's been mentioned. I mentioned it. Josh has talked about it. But we have Winter Field Day coming up, and there are sign-up sheets on the WKY website. So we have two sign-up sheets, one for operating and one for food. Josh is more concerned with the operating. I'm more concerned with the food because I have to buy the food. So if you want to eat, sign up to come and eat. I need to know how many people are going to be there so I can know how much food I have to buy. Anyway, with that, I'll pass it back to you, Dustin. This is K8QKO.
All right there, Nick. We'll look at the field day thing there, and I don't know if I'm going to be coming to that or not. I'll have to take a look and see what the date is. So there you go. We got you down for Charlie and Alpha. Thanks for joining us, 73, and have a great evening. All right, let's go over here to Josh, W8HRF. Go ahead and give us your comments and give us the main trivia. Or actually, give me 1 second. Miss Lucy, give me your main trivia answer.
W8WKY.
I'm going to go with Delta, Dustin, KEAYUK, back to KD8EPC.
All right, very good there. Now let's go to Josh, W8HRF. Give us your comments and go ahead and give us the main trivia answer.
All right, Dustin, KD8EPC, W8HRF. I didn't think of too many other comments. Just been sitting here working on field day stuff, emails and lists and all that other good stuff. Should be good to see everybody at the meeting tomorrow. That will be awesome. Had some fun, had some laughs. Looking forward to it. It's kind of sad. I'm like kind of counting down the months until Gary is no longer El Presidente. I'll have to come up with some sort of a nickname for the next president. Anyways, let me go ahead and take a break and read trivia. Tonight's main trivia question was, when operating a station in South America by remote control over the internet from the United States, what regulations apply? Your options were Alpha, those of both the remote station's country, so the one in South America, and the FCC, or Bravo, those of the remote station's country and the FCC's third-party regulations, those of the remote station's country, or Delta, only those of the FCC. The correct answer is Charlie, only those of the remote station's country. The explanation is the FCC's jurisdiction extends only to transmissions that originate from where the FCC regulates, primarily within the United States and its territories. When you are remotely controlling a station that is physically located in another country, i.e. South America, the transmissions originate from that station's location, and only the host country's regulations apply to those transmissions. The FCC does not apply its amateur service rules to transmissions that originate from outside the U.S. So, even though the control operators in the United States, the radio signals are being generated in the country where the remote station is located, so you must comply with that country's licensing and operating rules. So there you go. The answer is Charlie, only those of the remote station's country. Thanks, Dustin. Have a good night, everybody. Back to you, KD8EPC, W8HRF.
All right there, Josh. Thanks so much for doing the main trivia. I really appreciate it there. I will say 7310, and that brings me over here to Miss Lucy, K8YUK. Give us your answer, or give us your comments, and then give us the answer to the alternate trivia.
KD8ABC, K8YK, we need a longer mic cord. But you don't drive a horse. You don't drive a horse. You ride a horse. You steer a horse. You don't drive the horse. Anyway. What do we do today? Will had a kind of a rough night. He's getting over a cold, and he filled his diaper in the middle of the night, so I had to change him. But we made it. And then we went to Hartville to drop off some stuff and get some clothes for the kids. Thankfully, I found a lot of half off and 50-cent clothes, so that was great. Otherwise, I was looking for more yarn. I'm getting into crocheting, and usually they have a decent yarn selection, and there was there were maybe 2 random pieces of yarn there when there are usually tubs. Very disappointing. Don't on a yarn bender, but it wasn't me. So that was a bummer. Came home, got our floors looked at and measured by Lowe's, and we're trying to figure out how to fix the absolutely terrible broken tiles in the bathroom and the kitchen. So we'll see how that goes. You know it's bad when the poor guy who's doing all the measurements, he finished it up and he came over to me and he goes, I don't want to be rude, but these tiles are really bad. I was like, yes, I'm aware. He's like, yeah, they're really bad. I was like, yeah, that's why we're getting new floors. But thank you for your concern and informing me that they're extra bad. But he was very nice. He did a good job. And then, Betty stayed up and didn't nap, so she played with Will roughly the whole time, which was a little irritating because when she gets tired, she gets tired. But we made it work. All right, I'm going to let it drop, and I'll read off all trivia. All right, I put my glasses on sideways, and my vision went a little weird. All right, when was the first recorded drunk driving offense? 1897, 1902, 1911, or 1923? The answer is Alpha. On September 10th, 1897, 25-year-old London taxi driver George Smith was arrested and convicted the same day. He had driven his cab into a building after having, quote-unquote, a few beers. He pleaded guilty and was fined 20 shillings. It's also been said on the internet it was 25, so somewhere in there. First recorded drunk driving offense. Not a horse, everybody, not a horse. Have a great night, everybody. I think we'll see you at the meeting. KYK to KD8ABC 73s, and God bless.
We only drive after 30 or more beers. Hi. Thanks for another great alternate trivia, Miss Lucy. We really appreciate it there. And we look forward to the next one there. We're going to drop it for time here real quick. All right, this is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. Next on my list is going to be Jim, KD8SQ. How you doing? All right, nothing heard there. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm looking for more check-ins. Please call now.
Net control. November 3, Kilo Golf Delta. And 3, KJD Mobile. In and out. Asheville County.
All right, that in and out. Would you give me your call just one more time, please? I didn't quite catch it the first time.
Net control. November 3, Kilo Golf Delta. Repeating November 3, Kilo Golf Delta.
All right, I got you that time. N3KGD, Nicholas got you in and out on the list. Thanks so much for stopping in there. We'll say 73 to you, Nicholas, at the bottom of the list, and we're going to make this the last call. Last call for check-ins for the Beacon Net. Please call now. All right, nothing else heard on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself and the Beacon Net crew. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net, Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a field tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 4496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the barometer net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday here on the W8WKY repeater. Don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5XQK Memorial Border Breaker net every day at noon Central Time. That's on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is KD80PC returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time, and I will be clear. 73, y'all.
W8WKY.
This is N3CI, November 3, Charlie, India, listening.
W8WKY.
N3CI, this is KD8SLG. We talked a day or two ago. How you doing tonight?
Hey, Roger, KD8FLG, N3CI. Name is Dave, in case you didn't remember, because I sure don't remember names. It seems like I'm doing good. How you doing? Just getting ready to go to bed here, but thought I'd get on and play with the Allstar a little bit. This is my new toy, so I'm really enjoying it. Back to you.
I'm guessing your node just ID'd too, but you can confirm that for me or not. Yeah, it's fun. If you've been here an hour ago, we had a net going on. We had 35 check-ins, 34 check-ins, I think it was, and we're already done with that. A couple trivia questions. But good to hear you out there and giving it a try late night. I'm usually here, but we're actually linked up to Oklahoma right now because the net's just been over shortly ago.
Roger, yeah, I was on 40 meters an hour ago. The schedules on there I had to make, so wasn't up around in here. You're in Ohio?
Yes, I am, Dave. And it's Nick, by the way. Nick here. And, yeah, it's snowing hard up here right now. Got a couple inches so far, I'd say.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you, because I thought, man, I saw it looked like it was getting a little bit of weather up there. It's nice and cold here. It's cold for us anyway, coldest it's been in the last few weeks. but real winter's coming our way in a couple of days, so we'll have to get used to it. It wouldn't mean anything to you guys up in Ohio. I know you've seen some weather. I remember going through Ohio once with a buddy of mine, work partner, and we were traveling together, and he didn't even have a jacket. And we got to Ohio, and he said, "I'm freezing to death." And I said, "Well, this is Ohio. You should have brought a coat." We had to go to the local dry goods store and buy him a jacket that he didn't really need, but he had to have it for that trip. He learned his lesson that its weather was a little stronger up there than it is in Oklahoma. But very good. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this Clear Node. I didn't have it working for a while, and yesterday, thanks to a buddy of mine and a friend of his who are real Clear Node experts, they got me working, and man, it's pretty sweet.
I've steered a couple of guys this way towards them over the years. I think mine's probably mine's 4 years old now. One of the earlier ones, and still pumping along strong. Yeah, they work good, and like we talked about, the app makes it great. All right, man, I'm gonna bounce. Did a couple of nets today, and my throat's just about had it. It's gonna be an ugly morning tomorrow. So good talking to you again, Dave. N3CI, this is KD8SLG. I'll be clear on yours tonight.
Roger that, Nick. A real pleasure to hear you on again, and I'll start recognizing more people when I talk to you one more time. I remember the conversation very clearly yesterday. So good talking to you, man, and you take care. Have a good evening, and a good day tomorrow. 7-3 for now. This is N3CI, clear with KD8SLG, 7-3.
Good evening, Nick, KD8SLG. Real quick, is the odds, is she Batesville, Indiana, or Gatesville, Indiana? Where's she at right now, helping out? Is it Gates or Bates? KCFQV, that's the only thing I had.
KC8FQV, KD8SLG, I don't know, Mark, the specific place. Well, I haven't talked to her about it. I just know she's been there for a while. She had internet problems last week. Broke a router or something. Nancy breaking something, imagine that. But I don't know the exact place, Mark. Sorry, I can't help you out there.
All right, no problem. I know they're both. They got a Batesville, and there's a Gatesville. So yeah, I'll have to ask her when I hear her. All right, I'll let you go. KCFQV. You have a good night. Yeah, sleep. I don't know what'll happen with me. I'll fall asleep, and sometime there's a bathroom break, and it comes at 2. There's a net I'll jump on and talk. And if I don't do a bathroom break and I sleep good, then I don't do the net. So, hey, KCFQV, and catch you in the morning.
Catch you in the morning, Mark. Sleep well. KC8FQV, KD8SLG clear.
And KCFQV will be clear momentarily. I'll leave for a second. I don't like pulling the plug if someone's on the ladder coming down.